Hello and welcome to another episode of Summoner 2. Now, in the last video we just took out the majority of the Imperials. Let me just check I saved here, just to be on the safe side. Yes, I did. Just in case worst comes to worst. Now, I'm going to check my party as well. Maya has the fire ring, that will be very useful here. Targus should have the energy ring, just to be on the safe side. Golden and equipped. Anyway, sit back, enjoy the cutscene.
Krobelus, you have defiled the tomb of Githrin the First. I command you to end this ritual.
I possess the secret of your prophecy.
What does the Heirophant of Urath know about my prophecy?
I serve no god by that name. I am the hungry storm. I am the gods of twilight.
Uh-oh.
I am the destroyer of Ela.
Well, this just got a hell of a lot more complicated. So, instantly, get to these spheres, as it'll tell you in the game shortly. There we are.
Destroy the spheres! That's where the monsters are coming from.
Very true it is. But getting there is not always easy. They'll all disappear in a moment anyway. Let's get rid of that. Now then, comes the hard part. Taking out Krobelus. Oh, what's usually the hard part, because that... What?! That was the easiest I have ever fought him. Anyway, we have found a metal rod. Well...
Where did he go?
Your Grace, we have searched everywhere. There's no sign of Krobelus.
Dead or alive, I want him found. Search
Guess
the
what?
sepulchre once more.
With faith and valor.
How do you know Krobelus survived?
I don't, but I shall learn what he knows about the prophecy.
Krobelus is a madman, Your Grace. You mustn't listen to him.
For once, I agree with the Munari.
High praise from a man who wears a skirt.
This is not a skirt.
Let's go. The crusade is over.
Guess what? Cutscene time! We're going to enter the palace and we are going to go from there.
We could find no trace of Krobelus, though his crusade against Halasar was over. The armies of Urath returned to their distant realm, and our kingdom was at peace once again. But as days passed, and I thought upon the words Krobelus said, the desire to find him became my obsession. If he did not serve Urath, then who was his master? And what secret did he possess about my prophecy?
Well, there's only one thing we can do. Let's hunt him down. Thing is, that's not going to be very easy, I imagine.
Your Grace,
An emissary has arrived from Galdir.
I suppose Azraman wants his kingdom back.
Well, this
He
can't be good.
desires a private audience.
Where is he now?
In the library, Your Grace. But you mustn't receive him.
Azraman follows a warrior's code. He doesn't send assassins.
There are others in Galdir whose methods are less than honorable.
I promise to be careful.
Sidama Kir also desires a word with you. You'll find her in the sanctum.
Has my ship returned from Tiamura?
Yes, Your Grace. What shall we do with Dama Sivora?
She must answer for her crimes.
With faith and valor,
So we
Your
have a
Grace.
few queenly duties to perform by the sound of things. But that's fine by me. Let's check our supplies of gold. It's quite...
Sudama Kira, I found another stone.
So I've heard. Tell me what you know about AOC.
Aosi is the language of Ocean. It grew from the tree of Ela. From the runes of Aosi, Lahara made the world.
Our rites tell of a stone Lahara buried in the desert.
In the sand, she sowed the seed from which the tree of Ela grew.
AOC is the wind that blows through its branches.
These stones, are they a part of the Ela seed?
Very good, Your Grace.
Then the runes are runes of Aosi. But how am I changing form?
First, you become the rune. Then the rune becomes the creature.
And what are these creatures?
Interesting.
Guardians of the Firstborn. After Ela shattered, Lahara sailed from Halasar. She made guardians to watch over her people.
Have I fulfilled the prophecy?
No,
Very
Your
interesting.
Grace. You must find more of these stones.
To be fair, I plan to do that anyway. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. That's even better.
Your Grace, there's still no sign of Krobelus. We've searched everywhere. If he's alive, he's not in Halasar.
Dead or alive, I want Krobelus found. I must learn what he knows about the prophecy.
With faith and valor, Your Grace.
So he's not in our kingdom, is he not? Well, that's interesting. Where could he be? And he's not in Halasar. 1,500 gold. I can afford that. Meanwhile, I'll be able to sell some things. We've got 3 skill points now. Let's see what we can do. Discipline of Fire would be useful, just to keep that going. And Necromancy. I cannot physically stress how much Necromancer is a viable option at all times. It's the most utmost thing you can get.
Your Grace, Dama Sivora is here. Shall we begin the trial?
Yes, summon the council.
Let's do this.
Dama Sivora, you stole the Book of the Prophets from our sanctum. You conspired with those seeking the destruction of Halasar. These crimes are punishable by death. Is there any reason why your life should be spared?
Your Grace, I beg for your mercy. I have done and said terrible things, but I do not wish to die.
For whom did you steal this book?
In Munari City, there's a man named Onatus. He serves the King of Galdir. He promised me gold and riches.
Why does Galdir want the book?
I don't know, Your Grace. I never saw Onatus again.
That's all you have to offer? The alias of a stranger in Munari City? What does the council advise?
Not much to
She's
go
a
off.
fool and easily manipulated. Exile would be punishment enough.
No.
One measures faith in neither gold nor blood. Cast her in the dungeon.
No, Dama Savora must die. The law and her oath demand it.
My will is the law, Sudamakir. And Savora swore her oath to me. I alone shall decide her fate.
Her cries of mercy would be too merciful for exile, in my opinion. However, seeing as everything is done, I wouldn't go for death.
We are merciful and shall spare your life, but not your freedom. Take her away.
I wonder if there's anything else to do in here. Ah. This is a of that. Okay. Statue. Excuse me. You should have hired a better magician. My opinion, the best thing we could do is send the Mages Guild. The magician responsible, sending an army wouldn't do much really. If you send the Mages Guild, you'll get some definitely great stuff out of doing that quest. Meanwhile, the Duchy of Namu. The Duke of Namu is dead. His family requests safe passage through Halasar. Githaran. To grant a request is a very good thing as well. However, you could go down the line of denying the request or if the family pays tribute, but I find it easy to just accept it now and then reap the better reward in the immediate. It's probably the best way of doing that quest. However, there are some I would rather have the immediate reward. I should say, have the award. That's more on the immediate side.
Your brother sent an emissary.
I advise you not to meet with him.
Do you think it's an assassin?
Azerman has no use for assassins.
He has no use for emissaries either.
You have more enemies than friends, Your Grace. Shall I get to the bottom of this?
No.
Let's indeed get to the bottom of this.
With faith and valor, Your Grace. Remember your training.
Your Grace, King Azraman of Galdir commends your recent victory.
You may dispense with the pleasantries. What do you want?
We found your missing Heirophant. Our
Wonderful.
soldiers captured him near the frontier.
How did he get there, I wonder?
He appeared out of thin air, or so they claim.
Where is he now?
The prison of Indubal.
That's a rather gruesome place for him, don't you think?
He defiled the tomb of Githaran. For a king of Galdir, there is no greater sacrilege.
Very
so
true.
You've come to negotiate.
You want the Heirophant, and Azraman has him.
What are his terms?
Simple. He wants his kingdom back!
A Galdarian scimitar.
What news from Galdir?
We're going to Indubar.
We're doing no such thing.
Krobelus is there. The Galdirans found him.
Indubal is no place for the Queen of Halasar.
You're welcome to stay here if you wish, but why disappoint your brother?
This will be interesting to do then. Let's let Sangha roll
now
now.
a prisoner of Galdir. We're going...
Indibal is no
Oh.
place for the Queen of Halasar. I must go alone.
Don't be absurd. Torgis will join us.
Torgis is afraid of Indibal, but I am not. Please let me do this alone. I cannot sneak for 3.
Perhaps you're right, but wise counsel is rarely followed.
Let's do this then.
We're in this together.
So, if we are going to Indibal, there are a few things that we will need. Firstly, let's improve things around here. We'll get rid of the battle axe, 2 battle axes. The mace is... I'll just keep 1 for now. The metal rod will be useful later down the line. Anything in the miscellaneous? We've got a Crusader shield we don't need. A Pirate insignia ring that will come in handy, I think. There's things that we can and can't use, but we'll go from there. Anyway, let's buy something. Let's say about 15. Cure potions we'll find as we go along, however. Let's get a good supply, maybe 10 for now. Whatever's left we can invest. That I can afford that right now. Gold again, I can do that. General Kosi wants to strengthen the military. 1,000 gold to train an academy. To create an academy, I should say, where soldiers can be trained. However, we can't afford that right now. That's not go into first. I would highly recommend doing this as opposed to just going to Indibal on its own, because this game has an area, this level has an area in it which is supposed to be accessed late in the game. However, if you do it prior, you'll definitely be able to stand even more of a chance. But that will be something we will talk about in the next video.